Welcome to another episode of Little Talks, your weekly dose of marketing news and insights from Littlefield Agency.
Welcome back to another Halloween edition of Little Talks with Littlefield Agency. I am Sam Littlefield, and who the hell are you?
They talked me into being Bill Paxton.
With a T, right?
Yeah, with a T, Bill Paxton.
Bill Paxton.
Yeah.
And why Bill Paxton?
The National Weather Service has issued a warning.
What's going on? You gotta go, Bill.
That was Helen
Get
Hunt.
swept away.
That was Helen Hunt.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Amazing.
So, yeah.
I'll give you a round. Nice work, everybody. Sound effects by, yes, we got the crowd applauding. Sound effects by Katie Kite. Absolutely nailed it. And for those that I hope now know the reference.
It's Twister.
Twister.
That's Twister.
Gosh, you guys killed that. By the way, that was one take.
Yeah,
there was no prep. We did that about 5 minutes before the show. Taylor Armstrong, Reynolds Wallace, Katie Kite, Philip Young, Sarah Kettner.
Yeah.
Steve Roop,
Sarah
Bill
as
Paxton.
the
R.I.P.
Twister.
to Bill Paxton. And Natasha Stack.
And
Can't
Natasha
forget
Stack.
Natasha Stack.
She was in my peripheral. I didn't see her. She
Yeah.
was the.
Actually, I didn't
she was
even
the drive-in, I believe.
Tosh, did you go through there? Man, you were fast.
She said, yeah.
Anyway, happy Halloween from the agency. It is Tuesday, October 31st, and
We celebrate Halloween here.
we celebrate Halloween here. I'm not going full Santa suit today. Really, Reynolds was like, "Oh, you're not dressing up all the way in your Santa suit?"
Yeah.
My son now knows who Santa is, and it's very confusing.
You mentioned a couple years ago this would become a problem.
I knew it was going to be a problem,
yeah.
and I enjoyed it. He is now getting the full Halloween experience in the sense of like, I know what Halloween is. He woke up this morning, and I go, "What day is it?" And he goes, "Halloween, Daddy." I knock on door and real loud, "Trick or treat." And I was like, "You got to go a little bit louder." And he had just woken up. He's like, "Trick or treat."
What's Sam going to be, or Matt going to be? I know what
Matt is
going
to be Sam.
What's Matt going to be?
Matt is going to be Lightning McQueen.
Oh, nice.
Veronica's just going to be very bundled up because as we trick or treat tonight, it's pretty chilly.
It's going to be like 20 degrees.
I think it's like 45, but still,
pretty
that's
close.
cold. That's
pretty
cold
close.
for kids. So.
Yeah, it's freezing here.
We have our annual party at 4 o'clock. This has been going for probably, 40 years?
Well before I started, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this has been, I grew up here trick-or-treating at the agency. Everyone has candy at their desks. Are you doing a movie in the Icon Room? It's just kind of
mailing it in this year. We didn't really get
totally
a movie
fine.
set
It kind of snuck up on us.
Yeah, it happened quick. October flew by.
Oh, dude, October, this whole year's flown by. But here's the thing, right? You know what tomorrow marks? Christmas season, baby. I am so ready.
Oh, your
trees are going up.
Your Santa Claus Halloween outfit all these years makes sense now. It's a transitional costume.
1,000%.
Okay.
And by the way, I love Thanksgiving. I'm very thankful for Thanksgiving. But there's no problem with me putting up my Christmas tree this weekend.
No, that's
I tried
true.
to actually do it this Sunday when it was rainy and chilly all day, and Tara put her foot down. She's like, "We got to get through Halloween."
Yeah, I was wondering how Tara
But we listen
supports this habit.
we listen to Halloween music. We listen to Christmas music
Already?
on Sunday. Just a couple songs. Tara kind of had the same reaction. So anyway, happy Halloween to you and to yours. We hope you guys have a wonderful, with those with kids, a great trick-or-treating evening. Here in the Midwest, it's pretty chilly, but that's kind of 'tis the season. And pretty normal, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it's great fall weather, and Halloween hits, and it's like 45 degrees. It's supposed to be 68 on Saturday, so we got warmer weather upon us.
Yeah, but tonight's definitely cold, so bundle up. Bundle up.
Bundle up. Hey, you had a
What
question.
else? Yeah, so, we do scripts. And I wrote this down
That
because
we
I saw
read 3 minutes
that we read
before
3
we go
minutes
live.
before. I saw my boy, Jay Schwedelson, ask this question on LinkedIn, and it really kind of hit me deep. And it's existential. It is, are you a Star Wars or Star Trek person? And the answers he was getting kind of surprised me a little bit.
Really? More Star Trek?
There was a little more Star Trek than I thought.
I wonder what his audience skews, though. Because I feel like when you are my age or younger.
You say Star Wars. Yeah, because the Chris Pine Star Trek films didn't really do it.
No.
They were good, but
They
they
were
didn't
good,
really do
but
it. Yeah.
no. And then you got the latest and greatest, and it was a no-brainer for me. What about you?
I had to hesitate because when I was a kid, I was definitely Star Trek, I think. I was way into Captain Kirk. I thought he was the baddest badass of all.
Well, and the thing is, back then, he was.
Yeah, and Spock was really cool.
Yeah.
Like, everything about it was really cool. And Star Wars was great, but I liked that I had this whole TV series I could watch, and there was, like, more story there.
And you got Harrison Ford and...
Yeah, now
Or
time...
not Harrison Ford, excuse me. What's his name?
Oh,
Luke Skywalker, the guy that played Luke.
that's Mark Hamill.
Thank you.
So as time went
Fantastic.
on and there's more Star Wars material, maybe Star Wars now.
I totally agree.
I don't know.
This
It's
is
a
a
tough.
no-brainer
It
for
really
me.
kind of. I didn't. He had. I think it was a poll he had, and I didn't immediately answer it. I thought, oh, this is easy.
Have you looked at the poll results?
No, I need to go check them.
Okay, I'll pull
I
those
need to
up.
go see. Need to see what's going on there.
Lead us off. I'm actually pretty interested in that. Lead us off. I'll look this up,
Okay.
and I'll chime in.
So topic number 1. Ooh, he was a little slow on the draw on that. I saw him moving
Hey,
fast.
I'm glad you brought it up,
Yeah,
though. It's 2 weeks in a row,
Brandon
baby.
doesn't have his glasses on today, so he's a little concerned about buttons he's pushing. Today's topic, and as we have been doing for the past few weeks, this is also a POV article. It goes into a lot more depth. We have up on our website, and you
Love
can find
it.
on our LinkedIn channel. Today's topic is HubSpot's kind of hidden beta features.
Yeah.
And
I can't find it, by the way, so I'm not going to disrupt our... episode here.
it's on there. Go follow Jay. You'll find Jay Swedelson on LinkedIn. So today's topic is HubSpot's kind of hidden beta features, and this may be something that was more hidden to me than anyone else. It's possible.
Really?
Yeah. We got to Inbound this year, and they talked a lot about things coming out of beta and new services and new features and new things happening. And there was an area of the HubSpot portal where you could go to join these betas and jump into them. And it was news to me. I'm sure there are some veteran HubSpot folks laughing at me right now, but it was new. I was like, wow, that's a whole thing.
I'm not laughing at you.
And I was like, where is it at? And it was not that easy to find. So I thought we would just kind of do one that talks about what the beta features are, why you may or may not want to join them, and of course where to find them.
Yeah.
So if
Which
you already,
I love that. Honestly, it's more tactical, but that's okay.
sure. So
We're
if
trying
you-
to be helpful.
We're trying to be. If you already know all this stuff, you have my permission to leave. I understand. But folks, I've talked to a handful of people who are like, I didn't know that was there, including a couple of our clients. So what are HubSpot's beta features? I'll give you some examples. HubSpot has a section of their site where they list out things that you can join, you can add to your platform, and you just click a button and you join them. You can add them either for yourself or for everyone that's part of that platform. There are things like location formatting. So like if you
Okay.
have a bunch of contacts where you have a zip code but you're missing state and city, the AI in HubSpot and the tools that they have will crawl
Autofill
through.
'em.
Yeah, figure it out. If you have the zip code, you know the city and the state, so it can fill that stuff out. And it does some other kind of trickery to fill things out like that. But like that's pretty dope. I believe there's a phone number formatter now. Because a lot of people, when you ask the public to give you a phone number, some add dashes, some put periods, some put nothing. Parentheses. We like clean data as best we can get it. So this is something that will format that into make it clean, make it uniform for everybody. There's some new gauge visualizations. Those are things for the reporting section that instead of just bar charts or pie graphs, you have this kind of cool little gauge thing, how fast things are moving. It's kind of neat.
So I know you're not super veteran, but I feel like you, as an active HubSpot user every single day, most minutes of your day, how are you just finding this? So, AKA, how can we help our people find
It's because, it's, like I said, I think it's kind of hidden. So when I found out about it, I've become kind of addicted to checking it, at least once a day for sure. I go and what's new, what's rolling out, what's happening. And certainly if you follow certain HubSpot personalities on LinkedIn, they'll announce stuff and they'll say, hey, this is coming out in beta tomorrow or next week, and you can kind of get ahead of it. But where you can find it, it's in the upper right-hand corner of you. So when you're logged in to HubSpot, if you have a HubSpot account, upper right-hand corner, click your name or click your portal name. Down below that, there'll be a link near the bottom called Product Updates.
Got it.
See, it's still not even called beta.
Yeah, I know.
You would think, product updates. I think it's like
I see
news or
everything now.
something.
Very nice, Rube.
Then on the left hand of that page, scroll down a little lower, and there's something called Early Access Betas, and that will filter the things that are in beta for you. And as things come, it's incredible. You're doing it right now, aren't you?
I am doing it right now.
So as things come out of beta, they come out of that bottom tab and go to the top categorizations. But this was instantly useful to me and Mike at Grasshopper. We had been talking about some formatting issues that we thought we were going to have to do some really complicated, wonky things to to clean up. And this beta popped up about 2 weeks after we were discussing it. We employed the beta and we're off to the races.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, it was real nice.
I'm sure you and Mike love that.
We loved it. So that was kind of leads to the next point here. Should you mess with HubSpot's beta features at all?
That's a good question.
Because it is beta after all, and they warn you if you're opting into this stuff that there's some risk involved, and these aren't fully fleshed out features, and they use at your own risk. I haven't done any yet. Knock on table wood here. I haven't done any yet that have been a problem. They've all been really helpful, and my suspicion is they're not really they're not in true beta. They've already gone through alpha and some others before they get to the beta stage. So they feel pretty good about releasing them to the public. But that said, if it's something super, super important, or you've got it's something you may interrupt a major workflow or something that kind of drives leads or another way that affects your business, you might think twice about, do you really need it? Is it fun? Sure. Do you need it? I can wait till it's a full-blown feature.
Yeah.
That said, I've probably joined about across the half a dozen portals we have access to. I've probably joined a dozen so far and haven't seen any problems. They've all been great. I'll give you another one because you use our HubSpot
all the time.
You're in there right now
every day.
So when you're scrolling from left to right, you've got like your contacts, right?
Okay.
Your contacts table, and you have a bunch of left to right stuff. One of the betas that I think is already out of beta now, but one of the betas we joined a month or so ago was locking that first column, so the person's name would stay on screen as you're looking at the rest of the row that shows their other data columns.
It's little things like that.
It seems really like nice. It should have already been there.
Yeah, no kidding. Microsoft Excel is laughing.
Right. So like those are the kind of that's something that's not going to wreck the platform or do anything crazy. Let's join it. It's fun. Let's do it.
Nice.
So are there any best practices for testing beta features or being part of the beta program? I had to Google this one because I thought, they're probably, I'm thinking selfishly, what do I not want to screw up on my portals? But what's the point of this? Well, the main thing is that you need to provide feedback to HubSpot because it's a beta and they're wanting to know how it works. And so it's only going to get better, problems are going to get fixed if they hear about it. So they have mechanisms for reporting that feedback. You want to communicate with your team. So if you're in a portal with a client and a bunch of folks there or other departments within your own organization, you need to let them all know, hey, I'm entering this beta. If you see problems, please let me know, right? Because if you just start seeing problems...
Have you done that?
Well, here, yeah. Where I've turned them on, yes. And then the other thing is, like I said, you want to monitor and keep an eye out for issues for yourself and for your team. That's the whole communication.
Nice.
The main best practice is communication with your team and with HubSpot and what's going on. And anyhow, that's it. So that's how you find them, and that's what you can do with them. There's tons in there. If you can think it up, it might be in there.
You know what I love about this topic is I feel 75% of our episodes, excuse me, I would say are very strategic in nature. And I'm not saying this is not strategic.
Oh, this is tactical.
But very tactical.
Yeah.
But that's great. I mean, it's important to sometimes dive into the trenches.
I thought for anyone else that's out there in the minority like me that didn't know this was there, probably it would be useful.
Tell our viewers and listeners what was our big stat last week. We've got some listeners.
Oh, we
hit a milestone.
We had about 500 listeners.
In
a spike
in a day.
It was in 2 days, yeah.
2 days, 500 listeners.
So our average listeners per day is closer to 50 to 100.
We have a lot of people sharing, and we are so appreciative because you are helping us grow our network and grow our listeners, and that's super important to us. Also, shout out to Price Atkins. He has listened to our podcast occasionally. I don't want to call him a loyalist. But HubSpot has really struck his fancy, and he is now an active investor in HubSpot. They have a little dip in their stock price right now, and he just bought a bunch of HubSpot yesterday. Am I giving you insider trading tips? I don't think so. I have no active insight into their stock trading volume, but anywho, something to look into. And
Price, it's time to take the next step and just purchase a platform for your business, and then when you're ready to do that, I know who can help you.
That's great, but I thought it was interesting because he pinged me yesterday and said that. So.
Yeah, it's great. It's a fun company. They do a lot of cool stuff.
Yep.
The culture's really nice around them, and we're big fans.
Yeah,
so
no doubt. Okay, Rube, this is wonderful. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Tomorrow in your inbox, if you are subscribed to our feed.
Oh yeah, it's time for
November Little Bits, which a reminder to those that are tuning in, is our monthly digital trends that we send to all of our clients and actively engage prospects. If you are not signed up, you can sign up in our email footer, and that is your monthly dose of of your digital insights and trends that we then talk about in the month of November.
sometimes we used to do it. We used to just
Now we do more.
exclusively do it.
Yes, that's true.
Now we've split. We've got multiple content
We
channels
got a lot
going with
going
different
on.
content.
But we do feed into that from time to time.
Yeah.
So
On a slow week, I'll
take a
grab
look
those.
for those that are signed up. Enjoy about 10 tomorrow morning ish.
I think it goes out like 8:40.
Even better.
Yeah.
I love it. That's great. Okay. Well, happy Halloween to our listeners, to our viewers, to my guy, Mr. Paxton.
And to
And
Price.
to Price, and to all of our lovely ladies and Philip that participated in that wonderful opening scene.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, enjoy trick-or-treating. We will see you next week.
Adios.
Bye-bye.
And that's a wrap. We hope you've enjoyed our little chat and found ways to grow your own marketing strategies. Remember to subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts and follow us on social media @Littlefield Agency.